Good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the Morning for January the 11th, 2024. I am Mom. Today we are joined by Loki, who is not going to say anything here. She's the strong silent type. And I think hold on. Looks like I've got a Chris here.
Hello. Morning.
Good morning, Chris. How are you doing? It was really interesting. The beep beep went a split second after you came on, so I didn't know you were there.
Yeah, I just tuned in my last second, I think. I'm holding up there. I just spent $50 for medicine from the doctor. None of them are actually like serious drugs.
Oh, okay,
or
good. Good. Hey, Ed, how are you today? Okay, I know how you are today. Yeah.
But I'm alive, so that's good, and I'm here with you, so even better. How are the doggos?
They are fine.
Out of the good news, I'm not working until Wednesday, so...
That is good news. Oh, it is Wednesday. Next Wednesday?
Yeah, the Wednesday next week. Is it Wednesday today?
It's Thursday, at least my time.
Yeah,
Thursday.
I thought today was Thursday, and then I'm thinking, oh my god, I completely screwed up.
How did you screw up?
That I was thinking today was Wednesday, or today isn't Thursday, or my calendar needs new batteries. Good morning, Joshua. Yeah,
I wouldn't mind if it was Wednesday.
Yeah, I would. I have a lot on the plate for today, and once today's over, then it's kind of downhill into the weekend, but it always ramps up. Thursday is our big phone call with our social media company day, and we have two massive projects in the works, which I have done my work for, and I'm ready for this meeting. But it's the big meeting day for me.
You mean today, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if it was only Wednesday, or if it wasn't even Wednesday yet, it'd be like, oh no.
You're working from home today, yeah?
I am working from home today, yes. Good morning, Kira. Kira, the company that we meet with, let's say the meeting is scheduled 1:30 to 2. It lasts from 1:30 to 1:59. If we are not done, we agree to meet a different day, a different time, and wrap it up. These people really stick to their meeting times, and I love them for it.
Wow, they sound German.
Weirdly enough, they were based out of Maryland, and then they went to everybody all remote, so the guy we work with wound up moving into a town not too far from Indy. So we can actually visit with him in person when we have to.
Alright.
But yeah, meetings in general suck here, and that's the big reason why I don't do meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those, can you sit in on this meeting? Sure. Why? Well...
Reason needs to be given, otherwise there's no meeting.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times they'll just sit there and they talk like, we had a meeting on Tuesday that I called the Label and Learn, where we were going to go through something like 8,000 photographs we have and label them, and then we realized 2 hours into the meeting that, wow, this is a waste of all of our time. It's not. It's a really good project, but it's a project that could be done remotely, which is...
Yeah, and can be just limited to emails rather than just unnecessarily. That's the policy in most of companies. That's just ridiculous how much time is wasted in meetings where you're like, hello, can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. Can you see me? Can you see my presentation? No, you need to do something. We can't see your presentation. That's like 10 minutes of the beginning of the meeting. Like, Christ, like you could have sent that presentation to everyone and just call it a day.
Yeah, any meeting that doesn't require catering could be an email.
Oh, the meeting that I had the other day, I had it catered. Because, you know, if you're going to have a meeting, let's eat food. The company only buys me food for, like, holidays, and everybody else can have catered meetings, like, once every couple of months. I'm like, gosh darn it, I want a catered meeting.
Who likes cake?
I like cake.
Who doesn't?
I have somebody at work who doesn't like cake, and it's like, oh.
They're sus.
Wow.
Well, he's a good guy. I was downstairs in production, and I heard a very uncommon song that if you don't know a certain artist who only is on the internet and doesn't do anything else, you would not know him. And it's one of his old songs. I'm walking around going down there. Is that Miracle of Sound? I don't know, George put it on. Okay, George, is that Miracle of Sound? He goes, yeah. I'm like, I love that group. He goes, well, it's not a group. I said, I know, it's one guy, it's Gavin, but I still love Miracle of Sound. In fact, some of my music videos are his stuff because he does not copyright his music as long as you give him a copy of the finished music video.
That sounds like a good deal.
It is, and he writes quite a bit of music. In fact, most people know his music and they don't know his music. Anyway, Kira says Kira does not like cake.
I always say people who don't like cake just didn't meet the right cake that convinces them that cake is awesome.
Well,
Good argument.
I grew up with my mom, who was a decent baker, but tended to over-bake the cake, so the first day they were delicious. By day 2, they were getting pretty dry and nasty, and I really didn't like cake for a long time. And then I started working at a bakery and discovered that, you don't have to over-bake the cakes.
Yeah, cakes can be good. You just probably just had the bad experiences, or didn't have the right ones.
Kira says, I don't like the sweetness. Well, that's a legitimate argument, which is, in my opinion, a great argument for things like shortcake, but the way that my grandmother made it would be... Okay, I know Id knows what shortcake is, but for Chris and Joshua, American shortcake traditionally is like a very plain, dry cake, not like angel food. It's hard to explain. The closest thing would be an English sponge, but it's very dry and just a little sweet. And my grandmother, being a farmer, would take the biscuits she had made for breakfast, which by lunchtime and dinner were quite dry, split them in half, put fresh strawberries on them that had been sitting around for about an hour, so they were really juicy, so all the strawberry juice would soak into them, and then threw whipped cream on top. And that was our version of
shortcake.
Yeah.
I love strawberry.
Yeah, but here in this part of the world, they use like cake underneath it, and it's got to be like biscuits. It's got to be plain and buttery.
I've got some interesting endeavors today.
Hold on one second. Kira has redeemed Kira's self by saying, cheesecake I like. All right. You're safe.
You're saved.
Yep, cheesecake is good.
Only cheesecake's not cake.
Shh, don't say
What are you
that.
talking about?
Cheesecake's not cake. It's technically a custard, but we won't argue with that. It's close enough.
There are cheesecakes that can be treated as cakes 100%. You just don't know them yet.
Wow.
No, I mean, like my mom baked a wonderful cheesecake for Christmas, and I couldn't have enough of it.
Yeah. Oh, they're so good.
Yeah,
And it was properly baked with a proper crust and everything. It just had cheese in the middle, so it's just cheesecake, and it's a cake.
Kira, you get to have all the cheesecake you want, as long as you share it with us. Well, I'm just doing a Julia Child who loved to make cheesecakes, but she said if you think of it as a custard, it will almost always come out perfectly. We're going to have an ad break in about 3 minutes here, which I can't snooze because reasons I didn't get out of bed until almost 6 o'clock, and it's one of those, I didn't want to do the pre-roll and have this delayed even longer. So we got an ad starting in 3 minutes, and then it'll be a 3-minute ad. So now, Joshua, what are your endeavors?
Your shirt for space.
Joshua, would you say that again?
Disruptors damage space.
I heard disruptors for breakfast, and I'm thinking, wow.
Okay.
Anti-proton damage space.
Ooh.
Anti-photon damage.
Yep, anti-proton damage, and then anti-proton damage ground.
Okay.
Ew.
Well, I've got Terran ships in space and destroyed destructible torpedoes also in space, and Voth on the ground.
Reroll that.
Nah,
Got full space set.
I've been re-rolling those too much, so if I wind up having a reason to go down to the ground, I'll go take out some Voth. But I hate doing 60 Voth on the ground. It's just tedious.
I found a really cool way of doing it.
Oh?
You know those pylons you have to go collapse down?
Yeah?
Leave them up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I always do it that way. But every time I go down there, somebody comes and starts closing them.
Damn.
I say, God dang it.
They don't realize that they will continue to spawn more Voth if you leave them up. But at this time of the morning, people aren't thinking that way. They're thinking, finish this. Kira, yeah, Costco cakes are super sweet. They are.
Did anyone try the secret McDonald's cake?
I don't eat at McDonald's.
No, I mean that you can actually order a cake at McDonald's.
I still don't eat at McDonald's ever. Last time I was at McDonald's, and everybody knows the story, I was in the Netherlands? I was in the Netherlands. And that was, yeah. God, it's with Magma, so 12 years ago?
Ow.
Yeah, I just don't do McDonald's. Yeah, Costco cakes are super sweet. There's another company here called Portillo's, which is basically Italian beef, Chicago-style Italian beef. And they make this amazing chocolate layer cake that you can buy for holidays and stuff. But about 3 bites and I'm done with it in terms of sweet. It's delicious. It's amazingly chocolatey, but it is sweet. Okay, Id, what have you got for your endeavors this morning?
Universal.
Oh, well, we can do that one, which also lets us do a lot of this other stuff.
Anti-proton damage on ground for 5,000, and physical damage on ground for 20,000.
I think we could probably deal with those before we hit the before we hit the break for doing the patch today.
Yep.
I've got Herald ships, 5 of them.
Ooh.
I need 10 Terran ships in the battle zone, and I need 30 Voth ships anywhere.
Well, Voth ships we can do aftermath, but if we all go there, you're not going to get your 30.
Probably.
Yes, we'd have to do it twice. Which isn't the end of the world.
No.
Oh, no!
Whatever shall we do?
And I have to do Terran ships as well, so why don't we all get together and head over to the Badlands Battle Zone and get those done? Because we can do
On my way.
Okay. Once we get there, we don't need to team up for this one, but we can if we want to.
Where are we going?
Badlands Battle Zone?
Yep. I'm struggling. I'm trying to decide whether I want to take the Razor or...
that's the Voth ships, right?
No, this is the Terran ships.
No. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You all handle it. I'll hold back.
Wait, well, there's enough there. Everybody can go off and do something if you want to.
Yeah.
Didn't you say you had space damage to do?
Nope, ground.
Ground damage, okay.
Uh,
And then when we're done with this, we can team up and get Id his PvP really quick.
oh, yeah.
We did it last night, and it went very easily.
Well,
Yeah.
I need to tell you a little story about the PvP match I had.
Oh, go ahead.
I was the top killer.
That's a shocker.
Yep, really. That's what everyone was saying yesterday about you.
Well,
Wow, I haven't seen that
Considering-
coming.
considering the fact there was no big PvP, there was one big PvPer in there, and everyone else was just a slice of cheese. So, what happens when you have a good ship?
Okay, almost at the Badlands. Decided to spank them a little bit with the World Razor.
Yeah, Joshua, actually, I think somebody heard about what you had done in the PvP because they were talking about it last night. Yeah, I knew you'd be happy to find out.
That modesty laugh.
What is that? Is that the tie?
Pardon?
Someone got a tie in PvP.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That almost never happens.
Yeah,
There's always
that's very
someone who
rare.
dominates the place.
I think you'd have to be at the same number, and then both of you hit the last one at the last time.
I've actually done mine before we actually got it last night. Was it last night for you? I don't know.
Yeah, it was
previous
last.
stream.
Yeah, that was last night. That was about 12 hours ago.
So yeah, it was the most obnoxious thing. I couldn't move. They spawned like atrocious amount of gravity wells. I was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, we weren't in it to win it. We were in it to get it over with.
Yeah, but it's no fun when you're just literally immediately immobilized and unable to do anything. It's just kind of like,
Well, not everybody
What-
likes PvPing, and I was trying to set it up so people who don't like PvP could get the
The
endeavor
general issue with
done.
PvP is that there isn't like any weighing system. You can just be spawned against that with your queue to the arena against someone who's completely mismatched, who's going to be incredibly overpowered. I think they should redo the PvP into something different.
Yeah, I agree. I think the PvP should be.
They should like spawn
Updated.
you into something like when you're spawned into the mission when you are the mirror version of yourself.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
you're not using your skills, you're not using your equipment. You need to win PvP in a fair match where you match against someone who's not overpowered.
You'll have
Because
too
that will
many
make
people
it
complain about that.
Oh, poor things. It's not fun when you need to do a PvP or you want to try it and you're immediately killed off. And like you don't have the same resources like the whales do.
Oh, I understand, but
People will
the
complain.
whales are the ones keeping the game alive, and they will complain and walk.
Oh no, there's so many other games you could play. And be
And
careful,
you'll be
whales.
playing other games. Well, their money goes elsewhere.
Oh dear.
How are you doing on
think-
your ships, Chris?
More than halfway done.
Okay. I only had 5, so I'm boringly done. I'll go off here and
Not easily.
shoot up other things for a while.
What they need to do is remove that PvP match from the Universal.
Oh yeah, that shouldn't be there.
Well, I think they do that because they want everyone to get a chance to
No,
know,
everyone
have
wants
the
to
thing.
do PvP.
Right, but you
Some
can
people-
skip it. But not everybody wants to do counterpoint. Speaking of counterpoint, I don't have my phone with me. I do have my phone with me. I got a text from Dante after I'd gone to bed last night. They were playing counterpoint, and let me see how they ended up. Let's see.
Damn, I need 2 more. Dang.
They got 73 marks, and sorry. Oh, yeah.
Is there something wrong with the counterpoint now?
No, they actually were just spawning it over and over. They managed to get 70 assault teams moved over and earned over 900 marks in doing counterpoint.
Whoa.
And he was writing about how they did it, so I thought, you know what? Let's see if we can put together some teams tonight and just go kick some butt in counterpoint. I'm not going to say no to 700 marks running a counterpoint.
No.
Crikey, that's a
No.
lot.
Yeah, that is a
That's-
lot.
That's almost tier 5 reputation.
Yeah. So he was writing it. But
And I'm done.
okay, we are done. Anybody else have stuff to do here?
Already completed.
All right, let's team up then for that PvP for id. It was you, Ed, who needed the PvP, right?
Correct.
Okay, sent you an invitation. Chris,
I'm not on the right tune to be doing PvP.
you
Just
don't.
walk out of here.
You just need to be there. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what
You
you've
have
got.
shields.
Yeah, the whole point here is for, the 3 of you are going to gang up against me, and I'm setting it up so that we can do this quick and easy. So who are you on, Joshua? What team?
And give me a second. I'm just finishing up what I'm doing real quick.
Okay.
I'm logging back into my main now. Try even quicker.
Yeah, make sure everybody gets some damage. Universals are about assigning an incentive to do stuff players don't normally do. Yeah, exactly. Give everybody a taste of what they love, and try and get people to try new stuff. And it's 1 out of 13 weeks, so it's basically 1 out of 40. Slightly more than 2.5% of them are PvP. We can do that.
You
Oh,
and your
Joshua.
tank?
Hang on a second, Joshua. I didn't mean to invite you there. I'm going to invite you here instead.
Yeah, you could do it both ways. It doesn't matter.
It sometimes does. Sometimes it's F's it up. Ooh, Chosen, this is your 3-stream streak. You've been here 3 streams in a row. Thank you. It's on the day of DCUO's anniversary event. That's interesting. All right, I'm going to set us up for a short PvP. Does anybody else need to do the PvP?
If it's ground, I can get 3 endeavors done.
We could do ground. I know it's not Chris's favorite thing, but you know what, Chris? All you have to do is shoot me a little bit.
I mean, it's your call. I'm just here for company. I don't need to do it anymore, so...
Yeah, we did a lot of the PvPs last night, Mar Hawkman. More to get it over with for people who don't want to do it.
I would have been around last night, but I was asleep.
I'm not going to say anything. I've
Oh...
had too many
I
nights
just
of no
looked-
sleep.
I just looked outside of the window and I think we might have a blizzard.
Yeah, we got one aiming for Chicago, and it might...
It might be a white January.
It's going to be a white January, a little bit further north. We're just enough further south and away from the lake.
At least it's -2 Celsius, which is very mild compared to what we used to have, -15.
Okay, I'm going to set this up for ground. So, are you guys all set?
Yeah.
Actually, for the universals, I don't know what the base level is. It's 60, Kira.
65.
No, base is 60. I'm looking at it. Rank has to be at least 60 to do a PvP. You won't get credit for it for a universal, but... Okay,
Every time we try to set up a lower level tune, you have to be level 65 for some reason.
Okay, Kira's not 60 yet. Well, I'm looking at it. It's right here on the screen. It says rank 60 to 65.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we are queued for it. Let's see what happens. Suppose I should see if I've got any toys here. I got some toys here. There we go.
Oh, here we go.
Kira says I as a baby on this. On the game, Kira? Or on PvP?
Okay.
Because if you're a baby on the game, you've come to the right place. We want you to have fun. That is our goal. And we're happy to help you out. We are delighted to make this. Why are you guys running the other way? I'm trying to come get you. And you're all running away.
Here they come. Or not. Oh, there you are.
Oh. I'm trying to keep this going long enough so that Id can get his ground damage on. Okay, 1 down. How are you doing on your damage?
Partway through my anti-proton, and then I'll,
Okay,
Did I just pulverize you?
me? Somebody hit me. Oh, I killed Id. Sorry.
Oh no.
Wanted to wound you, didn't want to kill you. Now I'm dead, so that's 2.
oof.
Oh, Kira is new to game. Oh, Kira, we can make this so much fun for you. Teach you what you need to do, what you don't want to do, where all the fun things are. That's 3. How are you doing on your damage?
Almost done with the anti-proton.
Okay.
I'm perfectly aiming too hard for this.
Let let Id get his damage done.
Which team ad is on?
No,
I know
it's
you-
all of you against me.
Oh, okay.
That's how I set this up. Just don't keep killing me so fast that Id can't get his damage. That's 4.
Oh no. So much death.
How'd I get up here?
These maps could use some work. They've only just...
Oh, these have
kinda
been
like-
around forever.
Yeah.
I need to
I mean,
play
I
on
can
this
see-
map and see what I can break.
These are fun maps. Okay, well, I'm running away from you guys. You're all above me.
Should we chase you?
No, I just gotta figure out how to get back up to your level. It's not the way. Is that the way?
You're
Down
so
here?
above our level, we're below you.
Now I'm on the level, but I'm tish.
Oh, look at you disappearing all this sneaky, stealthy way.
And that's 5.
Well, that was my anti-proton damage.
Perfect! Did you get your universal?
Yes.
See? Yeah, it's nice. This is a fun map, but once you are off of it, or once you're done with the PvP, you only have 2 minutes. So if you want to come explore this map, I'll team up
Again,
with
I'm
you.
disabled.
Yeah, you're disabled. You can't after the match is done.
Yes,
Yeah,
well,
so...
you have 2 minutes if you respawn. Because I just respawned. It was giving me the 2-minute countdown. What I was going to say is if you ever want to do some map breaking, I'd be happy to team up with you and we can not fight each other and you can go explore.
Nice.
I can put on one tune from my other account and they can just sit there while you handle stuff. Kira says, Klingon is kind of my favorite race. I think
Oof.
that Caitians are one of my favorites. Ex-Borg are pretty good. Trying to think what else I've got in there that I enjoy.
The Foreseen,
Pardon?
the Klingon variant of the
The
Cation.
Ferrosins. Or Ferrisons. Those guys, yes. Yeah, I like those guys too. But it's the same thing, just the Klingon version. I've got one of each.
Meanwhile, I think Klingons are the most logical race in Star Trek.
Well, they're the most
Oh.
consistent race. I don't know that they're logical, but they are consistent. They say X is going to be the way that they do things, and you can pretty much bet on that.
Technically, the Borg are the most logical.
Oh,
This is true because they've completely removed emotions. Would anybody object to a really quick break while I run down and pour another cup of coffee?
I insist.
Oh, thank
Drink it
you.
For me.
I will drink it for you. I'll be right back.
Sheldon, what's a moniker? I mean, besides being a name.
Make repairs!
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Is Just Klingon the Star Trek version of Just Monica? I don't know what Just Monica is. What's Just Monica?
Yeah, I asked the same question. I still don't understand this.
So, I was watching a TikTok. Guy from Texas grew up in Japan, so he speaks fluent Japanese. And he was talking about how one time he was talking to one of his friends in Japan. And they started talking about in Pig Latin because their Japanese friends wouldn't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
And they were confused, like, wait, it's a German? What is that? And they go about and explain what it is, and their Japanese friends go, what if we did that with Japanese?
Oh, gosh.
and he does a demonstration of Japanese Pig Latin, and it is trippy. and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, what would that sound like if we did it in Klingon or Tolkien Elvish?
Oh boy.
Okay, Just Monica is a song. It is a Doki Doki Literature Club song. And if you Google it, you'll see it pop up. Chosen, don't worry about typing. I'm always embarrassed when I'm typing, chat content with a potential employer or something like that, and I realize I'm not spelling half the words correctly. And they tend to come right back and go, don't worry, we can't do it either.
Yeah, I can't spell worth a damn. Ask me to spell it, I can't.
Oh, Kira, I don't know if you mistyped that or if that was just my bad vision, but it's not just Monica, it's just Momica. Badum-tish.
Oh, damn.
Yes, it's perfect.
It is perfect.
The mom domination of the universe.
When is
Momination?
when's the Dartmouth Consortium TFO coming out?
Oh God, I would so love that.
I can't wait for that Wolf 359 TFO.
23rd.
I know, right?
Yep. What is that, 12 days from now? 12 days from now. There's a part of me that's sorely tempted to see if I can work from home that day. Nobody would object. So the story of why I'm working from home today is I need to look at something for the house today, because the house that I was going to buy isn't going to work out. The appraisal didn't come back as expected, and the inspection was like, no. So I'm looking at 2 different houses today, and I asked my boss if I could leave right after my meeting at 2 o'clock. He's like, sure, no problem, go ahead. I said, thanks. And then he came back and said, or you could take the meeting from home. I said, I don't need to do it. And he goes, or you can spend the whole day working from home, and then whatever house stuff you need to do, you can just do it. Or I could work from home. And he's like, yes, there you go.
Those capsule homes I was showing you.
Yeah, well, that would be perfect. So here's what you do. You figure out how to get the money for it. And one of the places I'm looking at has 1.45 acres of land. My house only takes a small part of it. So obviously we've got utilities running close. We just have to extend them out. And you have to just get the thing and have it put in there.
Right.
And then we're all set, except you have to deal with the cold. But the job situation here is good. The schools, at least there, are excellent, so that's great for your daughter. We've got a solution here. We just need a little bit less than the $250 million I need to buy Cryptic.
All right.
Okay, so Kira says, I know nothing of the game. Kira. We need to do a day just dedicated to helping Kira get to where they enjoy the game. Whether that's giving you the equipment you need, whether it's teaching you how to play, whatever you feel you need. But I find that a game gets boring when you don't know what you're doing, or worse, when it's tedious to accomplish anything. When you spend 20 minutes shooting down a ship and then you realize there's 20 more ships coming in, that's a bore. But on the other hand, if you come in and somebody's showing you how to build a decent enough ship that you understand how the game mechanics work, and then you can play at your own speed.
And then there's Augie.
And then there's Augie, yeah. There's people in this game who are, I want to say 90% of the people in the game want you to have fun. There's probably 20% of those who want to help you have fun, which is kind of what we're here for. We want to help you have fun. So if you're on one day, let's dedicate a day to just helping you get to where you're having a fun time. And then I can't remember if it was Kel or Thomas or Donnie or somebody who once said Star Trek Online is a theme park. There's something for everybody. You just have to find the things you love. I love standing on New Romulus and running around and doing ground stuff. And I'm just sad that they eliminated the 30-minute cooldown, because now it's a 20-hour cooldown. But then I discovered, well, all I have to do is take all my tunes down there. All 48 of them.
So you moved all 48 tunes?
No, I have not. They were all, in fact, some are still up on the Winter Wonderland. But at one point, I'd be going through my reputation marks, and I'd have 4,000 Omega, 80,000 New Kara, 4,000 New Kara, 80,000 Romulan.
I really like the Winter Wonderland. I just wish we would be able to get there year-round.
Yeah, me too.
Like Ryza.
Yeah, it's sad. I would love to go to the Winter Wonderland, especially on a really hot day. And you go there, and it's snowing. There's a blizzard. No, it's just perfect snow, and it's cold. And you can get frozen.
I found a perfect way of getting to the Winter Wonderland.
Yes.
You head to the Ryza system, as you normally would.
Yeah.
As you approach the planet, you have 4 options.
Yeah.
One of them is the Winter Wonderland.
Yes.
So it transports you there.
Or make it part of Andoria.
Yeah. Or you create a gateway, Q's Winter Wonderland gateway, and you have to go through that to get there.
That means you could use the Iconian gateways that are already set up.
No, because it has to have the white splooshy effect that it's got, where it goes, whew. It's got to have the Q effect for you to enter that one.
But,
Yep.
But you see the idea, though.
Oh, I know. I really think we should do more stuff on Andor anyway.
I think they should remove Winter Wonderland and recreate it on.
Sorry about that.
On Andoria.
Andor never gets played enough, and I know they planned to do something there, and it never happened.
Gosh dang it! Do it.
On something where? On Andoria?
On Andor, yeah, we never do anything. They have a nice ground map there, but it never got fulfilled. Oh, people go down there. It's a nice social zone.
Yeah, it was meant to be an open ground PvP area, and
that never worked out.
Yeah. They just didn't move forward with it. I don't know if that didn't work out.
Probably just didn't have enough people to implement it.
Yes, Kira, yes. Kira says, once we obtain the company, we can make these dreams happen. That's, of course, it, Kira.
I'm finished goddamn New Romulus.
Yeah, really, let's take down the scaffolding and finish those buildings up. So back in the day, Kira, way before you started, 10 years ago, they launched the Legacy of Romulus, LOR, which was a great arc, in my opinion, because it told the backstory of the new map, New Romulus.
It was like 2011?
No, I think it was 2012.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was a little bit later into the game.
It was up and running when I joined already, but I think it was still relatively new, so it must have been in 2012.
So the first time you beamed down...
May 21st of 2013.
Oh, okay. It was a little bit later.
2013? Alright,
when was it launched?
May 21st.
Oh my gosh. I got fired from my job like 2 days after that. Which is probably why I enjoyed it so much. Pardon?
Wow.
I was like, I wonder why.
No. No, the only time I played hooky from that job to play Star Trek Online was Delta Rising. I spent a day not getting paid to play Delta Rising. Anyway, New Romulus launched, and I suddenly had a job, or didn't have a job, but I suddenly had enough money to cover me for half a year and time to play New Romulus. But anyway, you come down to this planet and there's nothing there, and you do all the exploration. And the next time you come back, there's a little bit of the building started. And the next time you come back, there's more of the buildings. And so on and so forth for over, I think, 6 weeks until it's what it looks like now, which is still incomplete. If they could get that much done in 6 weeks, why haven't they not completed it in the last 10 years? And my thought, 11 years, my thought is it's contractors. It's subcontractors.
Why not just get the community to finish it?
That was a joke. That was a joke, Joshua.
'Cause I bet the community know. I bet some community members know how to use this damn engine.
Of course they do. No, it's got nothing to do with they're lazy. They deliberately left it that way. Intentionally. Because that's where the arc ended, and to go back in and start playing with it now mucks up a lot of things. But yeah, in my opinion, every year, you know how they've redone ESD and they redid DS9? I'd love to see new ROM redone. Just the map. Not the games, just the map. And
I think they could just add a new social zone where you have a lot more buildings, but only available to those who finish the arc.
So there's 2 instances of New Romulus.
Yeah,
You got
and
the
they should add the
instance-
third one.
You got the instance where New Romulus is incomplete,
Mhm.
right? Once you complete the story arc, you get a cinematic as you complete the final quest, where you get a
Yeah.
cinematic throughout the entire zone, everything getting built.
Well, when you complete New Romulus, what's happening is you're doing the launch into the Iconian thing from there. So, because you go through that last episode, Sphere of Influence. Yes, Sphere of Influence there. So here's my thought with that. What if, after you've completed the tutorial and you've done everything for New Romulus, the next time you beam down, there's a cutscene that does a montage of them completing everything. And that's part of this revamp, and then we come into the new Romulus, which would have a lot of similar features. It still has all the ground stuff that we get to play, but we can see the buildings completed and not everybody living in tents.
Maybe like a city in the background or something.
Yeah.
And able to visit the remnants on the lower levels.
Yeah, we'd like to go down to see
So,
remnants.
We actually have some of that tech in game already,
Mm-hmm.
where we finished that one arc and the Klingon Chancellor changes position from, what is his name?
Jim Pock?
It goes from Jimpok to I'm blanking on names today.
And it's not Jewel, it's the other one. It's Laurel.
Laurel?
Yeah, it goes to Laurel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have the code in game to
Yeah, they have the
change-
means. They just
Oh yeah, they have the
to do
means.
it.
The thing that when they redid Ryza, they put some stuff in on Ryza. They changed a lot of the background stuff, all the minor details. And I want to say it was Nick who was telling me that a lot of it is just store-bought graphics packages that they added to just fine-tune a lot of the detail and add little things. That's all they need to do for New Romulus is just get rid of a few things, tweak a few things, and it really deserves it. So, okay, guys. I was going to say we need 249 million, but we're back to kind of needing 250 million. So, 250 million bucks. I don't know how we're doing it, but we need that money. And unfortunately, the lottery's only 170 million at the moment, which means in reality it's like 80 million. So that's not quite enough. So, come on, let's raise some funds. And then I see companies, we did this for $1 billion. We made this movie for 600 million. Or you could do a game that would be far more entertaining and probably have better numbers of people coming than to your last whatever movie it was. What was the last movie that absolutely tanked? The Marvels?
Nemesis?
No, not Star Trek. And that didn't tank. It just didn't do well. I think Marvels absolutely tanked. It didn't recoup the expenses. Aquaman didn't do good, but it beat the Marvels. I'm trying to think what else has just been awful. 2023 movies were terrible for the most part, excepting Godzilla -1. Speaking of, let's see what's coming up here. We have a weekend of bitter cold here. Let's go to the Flix Caramel Brewhouse. All right. Oh. Saturday we have Serenity showing at the big screen. And on the 23rd we have Galaxy Quest. However, I did miss Wrath of Khan. That was on Tuesday night. So I might Let's see. Monsters vs. Aliens on Saturday afternoon. Serenity Saturday night. Barbarella on Sunday, if anybody wants to go see that. It's such a bad movie. Iron Giant next weekend. Spaceballs next weekend. And Galaxy Quest on the 23rd. Shoot, of course it's on the 23rd, because that's when we get the new content. Gosh darn it, guys. Galaxy Quest is such a good movie.
Well, the choice needs to be made then.
Yeah, it's new content. Good morning,
Anyway.
Musin. All right, what are we doing?
Whatever, as long as it's pew-pewing.
Okay,
We still got 2 endeavors to do, Voth ships and Herald ships in space.
Chris, what have you got to do?
Voth ships and Herald ships.
Oh, sorry, Chris, I thought you were Joshua for a second. Joshua, you said you already did yours?
All mine are done.
Id?
Physical damage on ground, but I can take care of that.
Okay, what would you guys say to, you said Herald Ships, a little gateway to Grethor?
Yeah.
Good. Let me grab a different tune, though, just for fun, because my other tunes never get to play a lot.
Let me swap ships then.
Ketha, what are we playing with Ketha?
If it works.
No, I don't like to play that ship. Kethka.
Funny, I've actually broken my 8,000 deletion on this character.
Excellent.
On my Andorian character.
I'm going to grab this tune. I have one tune that's down to having only 4 episodes left to play. Yay! Stack of ships, but I will take her out on all those ships this weekend. Maybe.
A leveling spree?
Yeah, I think... I'm trying to make one night a week a leveling spree, but tonight we're going to do that counterpoint, so if you want to join us to see how we can get the 700 marks in counterpoint, we're going to try different ships, different teams. We left it last night with our discussion at like 11 o'clock being 1 tank to pull aggro and 4 ships as escorts to just shuttle everything back and forth quick as possible. No firing at anything. Let the tanks pull the aggro and let the shuttles do the
You'll need
running.
2 tanks.
You might be able to get away with 1.
Oh, if you sit directly in the middle.
Yeah. It depends on what the distance is and what their range is. What am I on here? I'm on the Hadfield. Okay. Let me send out some team invites here. But I think we can experiment to see what's the best combo. Ed used to do this with the German team on Saturday mornings. And he used to tell me, oh, we made like 300 marks. And I think I mentioned that to Dante, which is why he responded with, we did 700. Son of a gun! See. Chris, did you get the invitation?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay. And Yuri, I sent you an invitation as well.
It's giving Fluffer a snack.
Kira says, so sleepy.
Oh, he's so sleepy and still can't find a decent place to lie down.
Well, I moved one of the dog beds in here. I kept finding dog beds I've accumulated over the years. When I move, I'm throwing out all the dog beds and buying them all new ones.
Good idea.
They deserve it.
But they could rebel on you and, well, say, no, we want our old dog bed back.
Yeah, they would for the smell, but they're starting to fall apart. Okay, we have Gateway to Grethor queued up. Let me just make sure I don't have anything screwed up here. Nope, we're good. And flashy green lights.
There we
And
go.
We will.
Wee wee.
Gary says, my dog likes to press up against my back. My dogs decided to get on the bed before I went to bed last night, so they had all the blankets down where they were. And those are all my big, thick, because it's 30 degrees blankets. And I wound up having to wear 2 sweatshirts to bed last night because they wouldn't let me have any of my blankets back. And no, I was not going to make them move. They're too cute. But it was not a comfortable night.
Say.
So I put some old STO art into the lounge for you.
Cool. We'll take a look when we're done here. Who's going left? Who's going right?
I'll go right.
Okay. Chris?
I can go left.
Okay.
I'll follow whoever.
Well, tell me which one you're following. I'll go the other way. It's just we'll leave the one guy who's not in chat to make a decision.
Mm.
I'll go left. How's that?
Ah, you went the Gagarin again.
I am. I love my Gagarin.
Yeah, I actually pulled off a nice build on my Gagarin. It's not good for PvP, but overall against normal enemies, it's pretty.
I'm in the Pathfinder.
It's fun.
Yes, but is it a Path Jaeger? Path Jaeger.
I wish we had a Jaeger. People hate it. I didn't mind it.
Oh, I don't mind it. I still like the Path Jaeger from, what was it, 2 years ago? Kara says her dog is small, but a very big heater. Yes. My little one generates heat like crazy. The big one spreads it out over too many surfaces.
I don't need to do any central heating, because if I cuddle next to my dog at night, I'm fully covered.
Well, with 2 shirts on and 2 pairs of pants on, I can keep the house at like 60 degrees, and the dogs are comfy then. And because the thermostat's downstairs and heat rises, the upstairs is very comfortable without having to crank the heat all the time. Versus my old apartment. Okay, we are secure. You guys are secure. I'll go planet side.
Planet side?
Oh, then I'll stay Starbase side. Hold, I'm on Chris's team. You're over there. Okay, Chris, I'll go planet side.
Alright. I'm gonna stay near the starbase. Try to position myself in between the spawn points so I can capture the 2.
Kira and my dogs aren't old, but they both snore, and right now I'm hearing them snoring, and it's really quite funny. The little one has got this soft kind of sing-songy snore, and the big one's...
My boyfriend has got a lot of... I mean, the only dogs he has got now are Boston Terriers. They snore all the time.
Yeah, they do. It's that short face.
They're kind of cute. They look like...
They're adorable.
I don't know. They're adorable.
All dogs
I know
are
people
adorable.
don't like these short nose and short muzzles, but I think they are. Out of all of these breeds that are short nosed, I think I like Boston Terriers the most.
Well, they're just adorable.
Although they do tend to have a character. They're feisty little things.
There is a YouTube Shorts channel that does God creating dogs, which talks about the personality and characteristics of dogs, and it's so funny. Especially things like huskies, for those of you who don't appreciate huskies. Screaming.
Oh yeah, huskies are...
Huskies are...
And then there's singing with them.
There is singing with them, yes. Good morning, Cliff. Cliff has joined us.
Kristen, not so self-aware, not much AI welcomes Cliff, the self-aware AI. I don't know where I was going with that. God, the blizzard is really... Oof! I can barely see outside my window.
Oh, I'm so jealous. You know, I'm home and it'd be a perfect day. I've got enough food. I got enough food to be comfortable here.
I mean, yeah, I would have been comfortable if I didn't have to walk the dog, and that's not the obnoxious part. The obnoxious part is that they use a weird version of salt, of road salt that they spread on the sidewalks, and that hurts his paws.
Yes, it does.
I mean, it's technically not allowed to use on sidewalks, but they don't care.
Yeah.
Because they're lazy and they don't want to do the snowing. They don't want to shovel snow.
Oh, no, you have to shovel the snow before you lay down the salt.
No, they will just throw the salt and let it melt. So it creates a salty brew on the sidewalk.
Yeah, that's not good, and it hurts the plants.
It hurts everything.
Yeah, do you... Okay, I was going to ask if you had that one back there, but you do.
Yeah.
So I worked for a supplier to a hospital, and they used to just lay down salt over the snow, so it turns into the sludgy stuff. And then what would happen is if the temperature dropped, it would refreeze, and they had people fall down and get hurt.
It still freezes under certain
lawsuit waiting to happen.
It was a lawsuit waiting to happen, and it happened to the head of the purchasing department,
Ooh.
and she was unamused. Lovely person. Mary Hill, I know you're long gone, but you were lovely.
Yeah, that's the problem. The salt works only that much until the temperature drops below a certain level and it stops working. And
Yeah.
then it's just accident waiting to happen.
And it did.
Well, no surprise there.
No. Especially when you tell them, don't do that. And they did it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, here you can keep telling them all the time, they will ignore you.
Yep.
Wow, the medicine they gave me really unclogged my nose.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Medicine that works is a good thing.
Yeah, I paid only the equivalent of...
Did you see that report about how Sudafed actually doesn't work?
Why does that not surprise me? I hadn't seen that report, but what is Sudafed supposed to do? Just dry you up?
No, it does something else. I don't remember.
It makes me goofy, so I don't use Sudafed.
Wow, my little shuttle, you know the aero shuttle?
Mm-hmm.
On the Pathfinder is still alive.
Nice.
Yeah, I got the full Voyager to, the set on her.
So you're more cannon build right now than anything else?
Yep.
I haven't flown the
I've
old
gotta
school
figure out
intra class.
Gotta figure out the food situation.
Know where you are?
Yeah.
In the sense of you need food? Or in the sense of you have to prepare food?
Both.
Both. Ew.
Okay, so the question I have, Id, is for the Aldebaran Whiskey Sour. How do I make it green without flavoring it? I mean, it's green, but the only way I can do it's green is to use a green liqueur like Midori.
About food coloring.
You don't want to put food coloring into a drink. It's just not something you want to do.
I mean, there are food colorings for drinks.
There are, but I want to make the drink green. I don't want to dump in food coloring because that blue curacao, but they all have flavors. Oops, 21 seconds here.
Pearlescent luster dust.
I mean, I can find ways to make it green, but I want to make a green liqueur or something in there. Chartreuse is too strong. Midori is too fruity.
There's something mild.
Yeah, it's got to be something, because it's going to have good whiskey in it if you're going to put good whiskey in it.
Yeah.
No, you're not grabbing me with your tractor beam, E80 and Dreadnought. Because I forbid you.
I'll come in with my mighty pew-pews.
Yep, there you go. Then she's done. And I got...
So, with Midori, are you thinking original recipe or the new, less sweet one?
Well, I think if we use Midori, we're going to have to go with less sweet, because Midori is sweet on its own.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of replacing some of the simple syrup. And it's one of those, oh no, I have to drink whiskey sours to try them out.
Right.
I've had worse things to do. Oh, I got one of my destructible torpedoes. Oh. Yeah, I thought before this bad weather rolls in, maybe this would be a good weekend to try some of these drinks out, because I don't have to go anyplace. Maybe.
You want another snack? Okay, I'll give you another.
Anyway, it's 7 o'clock. Even though I'm working from home, I need to go walk the doggos. And they're going to be way surprised when they find out it's not just the we're going to walk outside and pee on things and I have to leave walk. Let's see, Cliff says, I re-equated myself with a forgotten movie, Return to Oz. After that, I discovered all these videos about the making of the movie. I also discovered that one of the characters, TikTok, is alive and well in a prop museum. It's been a fun, nostalgic journey of discovery. Hey, that's cool, Cliff.
Great movie.
I have never seen it. Is that the one with, oh God, I can't remember her name.
Not Judy Garland.
It's a very unique name.
Yeah, exactly.
She was in The Craft.
Yes, that's the one I'm thinking of. Fariza Balk. Firuza Balk.
Yep.
Yeah, her. That's what
That's her name.
The Craft, Waterboy.
Oh my goodness, Deep Roy was in it, and so was Nicole Williamson.
Why do I have a feeling Deep Roy was in the TikTok suit?
Let's see, who did he play in that? He played the Tin Man.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, he's from Kenya. Interesting stuff. Okay, folks, I'm going to go walk. I said that word, the W word. And both dogs went, huh?
That magical word.
Yes.
Walkies?
Yes.
Yeah, TikTok is their
Musin says Sean Barrett was TikTok. I met him at a convention, okay. Cliff says. Alright, so I'm out of here. I will be on for a little bit today, and I guess we have a patch in a couple hours here, so if anybody needs anything, feel free to DM me.
Mm-hmm.
Or PM me, or GM me, or whatever you need. But tonight, 7 o'clock, let's play around with concepts in Counterpoint. Hi, Wolfie! So, try different things. So we're going to need to do this on a couple of tunes because of cooldown. So if you've got any things you want to experiment, we can. All right, everyone. Have a great day. Excuse me, Wolfie. We stay moopsome around here now. Stay awesome is yours and Ed's, and we're gonna leave you that one. All right, everybody. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Stay moopsome.